loser. Every young person thinks they're a loser. At least a young person in the situation I was at. Like, I didn't know I wasn't a loser until I started winning.
They say, well, I don't know what to do. It's like, that's okay. Nobody does. Go do something. Do the best thing that you can think of. Put the best plan you have into practice. It's not going to be perfect, and it will change along the way. But it will change partly because you become disciplined pursuing the path. And as you become disciplined, you become wiser. And as you become wiser, you become able to formulate better and better plans.
Eventually, you are going to have to jump. You cannot just exist in this life. You have got to try to live. If you are waking up thinking that it's got to be more to your life than it is, man, believe that it is. But to get to that life, you're going to have to jump.
Everybody has that voice in their head that says, hey, could you really do this? If you really believe that you could be something, if you have that little voice in your head saying, hey, you got talent, you could do this, then follow that voice.
When you ask her, like, why do you do it? It's because there's a possibility that you can, and that's enough. Like, I think I can do this. And so why would I not? If I know I can be something, then that's what's moving me. The fact that just the sheer point that I might be able to do it.
Everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence, you can mold it. The minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will pop out the other side, that's maybe the most important thing.
And the other thing that's so interesting about being alive is that you're all in. No matter what you do, you're all in. This is going to kill you. So I think you might as well play the most magnificent game you can while you're waiting. Because do you have anything better to do? Really? Why not pick the best thing possible that you can do?
Don't be afraid to dream big. You know, the saying is, if your dreams don't scare you to death, they're not big enough. Your dream needs to be bigger than you are right now. And you will only succeed to the level of your dreams.
One time, my mom.
My name is Dylan Shaw, and I'm using Upwork to hire an LLM developer. I'm going to try Upwork's AI job.
One time, my mom said, you need to get a job. I said, I already have a job. I'm just not getting paid yet. I'm working on my dream. That's my job. I'm going to pay attention to my nightmare. I should be able to work on my dream. Well, one of them is going to take my energy. I would rather give my energy to my dream than my nightmare.
If you think trying is risky, wait till they hand you the bill for not trying. If you think investing is risky, wait till you get the tab for not investing. See, it's all risky. Getting married is risky. Having children is risky. Going into business is risky. Investing your money is risky. It's all risky. I'll tell you how risky life is. You're not going to get out alive.
And that's where delusion comes in, because delusion is only delusional when you don't accomplish the goal of making your delusions a reality. Right. That's what it's delusional. To allow those delusions to be the reality of your assessment.
It don't matter how much you feel like it ain't gonna work. You gotta believe the delusion, because it's only delusional until it works. So is it really delusional? And then once the world see it, there's nothing delusional about it. Now your delusion becomes, oh, he was a genius.
The world belongs to optimists. Because if you're going to do anything big, you have to believe that it can happen. Otherwise, it never will.
The cynics get to be right, the optimists get to be rich.
Before you can ever reach anything, you have to believe it. You don't just mistakenly become great at something. You probably at one time or another, believe that you can be great at that. And then you work to get great at that, and you reach that greatness. But you don't mistakenly become great.
Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, godlike feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very simple. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Here.
If you want to be great, you want to be the baddest motherfucker ever at what you do, you're going to be misunderstood by everybody, because you're going to be so obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive where people are like, what the wrong with this guy? I don't want to talk to you, man, because you're not going to get it. You will never understand what is wrong with me. I'm so glad you don't.
I've always figured that why go to a tournament if you're not going there to try and win? There's really no point in even going. That's the attitude I've had my entire life, and that's the attitude I will always have. That second sucks, the third's even worse. I want to win. That's just my nature.
In my mind, I'm always the best. I don't care what the people are thinking, what they say. In my mind, not just this year, but always, I'm always the best.
If you don't have the mindset that you're the best ever, you failed already. And that's been my mindset since I can remember. That will be my mindset as long as I can remember anything, that I am the best ever at what I do. And every day that I step on the basketball floor, I will strive to be that. But my mindset will always be as such as I am the best. And that'll give me a shot at being the best.
You probably don't want to be normal. Because if you take what normal means and put it across all aspects of life, it means that you're going to die at 74. You're probably going to be overweight. You're going to, be divorced. You're going to not really achieve anything that you want. Like, that's normal. And so it makes sense that you would be the odd man out because most people live that life. And so, like, that was something that gave me a lot of permission to, like, be me, which was not normal.
And it's the human condition to be average. It's not to be as good as you can be. It's the human condition to survive. Just get along, be average. Lots of people think that way. That's normal. It's special to get somebody to be the best that they can be, to understand the work ethic and how important it is to earn it, and you reap what you sow.
That's not normal. Because we don't want to be normal. Normality is what weak people call living. I call it death. And you know what? I'm selling myself too short. I'm capable of more.
I always feel like I can do anything. That's the main thing people are controlled by. Thoughts, their perception of themselves. They're slowed down by their perception of themselves. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. I was taught I could do everything.
Courage is the key to life itself. There are a lot of people who are born in situations where they say, well, I'll never get out of this. So they won't. I say to people who say, well, I would like to have done so and so and so. So, well, you could have done it. So, well, I couldn't get out of here. Man, the bus runs every day.
I really want to say to children out there and to people who are watching, Confucius said one time, he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right.
If you decide to be
Yo, good morning, everybody. Hopefully you're doing amazing. Doing amazing. It is the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. Happy holidays to everybody. Today's call is not going to be long at all. Just have a couple of things to actually just kind of go over before we go into Christmas. We know that we call this this is the Santa cycle, right? We are moving into the Santa cycle. Okay, so very important that we really hone in and grasp some level of an understanding, moving forward after Christmas, moving into the new year, we are literally less than 30 days away now from a brand new president being elected and actually, placed in office. So Joe Biden and majority of the people that sit on these offices, they are actually getting ready to be escorted out of their office. They're going to take all their stuff home, and a new age of America is on the rise. Donald Trump says that this new age is the golden age, right? The golden age of investing, right? The golden age of America. So if this is the golden age of America, then this should be the golden age of investing for all of us, right? So Trump's going to make America golden. We can make our investment portfolios golden moving forward. I just ask that you guys go ahead and share this link out with your friends, your family, with our Discord group, and just let people know that we are here. We're live, direct, and in full effect. Just going to wake them up real quick, and people will start rolling in. YouTube is looking really good this morning, so thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate your time. And with that being said, it is my time. It is now time for us to go ahead and dive into a little bit bullish content. Is anybody optimistic about this new year? Let me know inside the comments. Anybody optimistic about 2025, right? Anybody optimistic? And if you are optimistic, what are you optimistic about? I'd love to know that, right? If you are optimistic, what is it that you're optimistic about moving into 2025? Okay, some people over here on our Zoom have said, I'm big optimistic about my gains and my freedom. You know, someone said, I've been waiting for this, right? Waiting for this moment since 2020, right? Someone else said, I'm optimistic about the new highs coming, right? New highs coming, no more lows, right? I'm optimistic about what will happen financially, right? Someone said that on our Zoom as well. Yes, 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 right? Exactly, exactly, exactly. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's staying optimistic, that dropped what you're optimistic about in the chat box. Definitely appreciate you all. I'm excited that I'm able to share some of these optimisms with our audience over on YouTube. Okay. And and I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're brand new to crypto, or if you're just now getting started, or maybe this is your first or second year, I want you to understand something. Your first, your first cycle, your first bull run that you experience is a learning phase. Okay. The very first bull run you experience is a learning phase. So just understand that this bull run, you may not make the type of money that you're looking to make in this particular bull run, right? If this is your first bull run. And the reason why is because it's a learning phase. Now, if you are learning for free, it's going to take you a lot more time than to pay someone, right, to teach you strategies that they've learned over the time. That's why here at Coffee and Crypto, we offer so many different master classes. You know, our boot camp. We have our boot camp. Our next boot camp's coming up in January. We're going to be promoting heavy for that right after Christmas. But that next one will be in January. And I also want to shout out my brother Errol. Okay, if you all don't know, Errol has been inside of our Coffee and Crypto Discord chat for quite some time now, and he's always dropping bullish content. He's always dropping bullish content. Errol is one of the reasons why I started actually increasing my holdings on Jasmine, right? There's a coin for the morning for you. All right, Jasmine coin. Okay. It's not one of my largest holdings or anything like that. But I have just made a decision to actually diversify into it. So I want to shout out Errol, because check this out, y'all. On January, guys, we are kicking off the year with a bang, just like that. January 4th, here in Atlanta, well, Stonecrest, Georgia. I will be speaking live at the Small Business Exchange, January 4th at Privy at Stonecrest. Okay, so you all can either scan this, go to the smallbusinessexchange.com and grab your ticket and come support. I'm telling you right now, if you want to get into real estate, this is not a room you want to miss. If you want to get into financial things, money, this is not what you want to miss. I was interviewed on their podcast, All Things Entrepreneur. I don't know if you all remember that episode, but I was interviewed on their podcast by Errol and Jessica. Okay. They've interviewed a lot of people. And so what they're doing is they're bringing all those people together in one room on January the 4th for the Small Business Exchange. So if you've been trying to really figure out what you're going to do for 2025 as an entrepreneur to really get to your bag, outside of just putting crypto in, you want to get into other types of ways to be able to build wealth and create cash flow for yourself. I promise you, I'm standing firmly behind the Small Business Exchange. I'm going to have 50% off on priority tickets, right? Which will give you all access to the VIP lunch session, which is what I will be speaking at. So if you want to actually be a part of the VIP lunch session and you want to learn directly from me for a half off price one day, you want to make sure that you go ahead, and I'm going to be dropping those links all over social media. So be tuned. And again, even Thursday after Christmas, I'll be making this announcement again. I just want to get you all prepped. If you're in the Atlanta area or surrounding area, this is a good time for you to come out and actually come meet me. Right? Get connected with me in person. Let's sit down. Let's have a nice lunch and let's learn together and let's just, communicate. And I'm also going to have some discounted general admission tickets and probably a couple of free raffles and giveaways that we'll be giving away for the Small Business Exchange over these next couple of weeks that we have. So really excited, super, super excited about this. So again, y'all, if you are able to make it out on January 4th, please make sure you stop to the Small Business Exchange here in Stonecrest, Georgia. This is going to be a hot one. All right, this is going to be a hot one. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in, man. Make sure you go share this link out real quick. Make sure you share this link out with our Discord group, with anybody that you want to share this link out with. Really, really looking forward to today's call. All right, so with that being said, I think I've made, well, that was one announcement. I got one more announcement before we dive into the information. We do have our next boot camp, which will be coming up in January. We're going to start this the second Monday of January, only because I'm going to have to be prepared for this January 4th event, and I'm really going to be focused in. So we're going to start the second Monday of January. So that gives you an extra week to get your $1,000 together, right? If you did not do this boot camp this last boot camp that we're in, I'm telling you right now, you missed out for a treat. You want to make sure that going into 2025, you spend that $1,000 to be in this boot camp. It is very important. And if you feel like you know everything, that's how you lose everything. When you feel like you know everything, that's how you could potentially lose everything. So make sure you get connected with me on these boot camps. Very important. And our next one's coming up in the second Monday of January. All right. So that's majority of our announcements for today. With that being said, I want to go ahead and dive into a couple of things for today's content. Go ahead and light me up with some coffee if you're live direct in the full effect with me and you're ready to get to that check, baby. Let's go.
Who knows? Maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand them a little crypto check, right? We'll hand them a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion.
But how do you want it to be more prominent in America? How will that work?
Oh, it's going to work easily. It's already prominent. It's moving along. It's very loosely regulated. That's one of the reasons it's moving along. But it is a different form of a currency, and it's going to end up benefiting the country. But if we shut it down, like, Biden's trying to shut it down, Biden doesn't have the intellect to shut it down. Can you imagine this guy's telling you to shut something down like that? He has no idea what the hell it is. But if we don't embrace it, it's going to be embraced by other people. It's a massive thing already. Did you read where it's bigger than any company in the world already? I mean, if you look at the market, it's bigger than many countries. It's a very big thing. If we're not going to be the leader, we have the people that are the leaders. I know some of them. They're very smart. And if we don't embrace it, other countries are going to embrace it. Other countries will anyway. But we can be the leader, and we might as well be the leader.
All right. So as you know, Donald Trump has been picking, different people to lead, right? This revolution, different departments, right? But definitely the crypto revolution that is among us, right? I'm really excited for American-based crypto companies, and I'm going to show you all something that I was taking a look at with a friend yesterday. But before we get to that bullish content, how did this play out for us right here? Y'all remember when remember when I drew this up? I believe this was last episode, when the market went up and I was talking about this flag pattern. And remember when I told y'all that H bar was going to break somewhere out of this flag pattern? I didn't know if we were going to come back down here and retouch down here, right? How many people remember that, right? Anybody was on the call when we drew up this right here? And I told you all that this move was going to look like Bitcoin's move, right? Remember I told y'all that? Well, looky there. We finally broke out the top side of this continuation flag pattern, right? And H bar has been moving, XRP too, but H bar has been cooking, right? And what a perfect time for it to start cooking. Right inside of our Discord group yesterday, I told you all, hey, I'm buying more H bar, and I showed you why, and we're going to go over that today, but I'm buying more H bar right now. And, I went ahead and increased my holdings yesterday. And as soon as I increased my holdings, that bad boy went ahead and went up. Like, shoot, it's up. I don't even know the percentage right now. Let's go take a look at it, right? Right now, H bar is sitting at 10 point. Well, no. I think this might be old. Yeah, that's definitely old because I knew the price was higher than that. 23%. We have now flipped Polkadot and XLM Stellar. This is one of our first times flipping Stellar and Polkadot. So Hedera is literally 5 steps away right now from taking over the number 10 spot. Now, we need 10 billion more dollars, right? About 10 to 11 billion dollars more, all right, will put us as of right now, will put us in the top 10 position. All right. I believe that this is possible potentially by Thursday or Friday with the type of news that we're going to go over today. Extremely bullish, and Hedera is doing some really, really big things. We're sitting at 32 cents. All right. And our last entry was at 25 cents. Our last entry that we just took yesterday was at 25 cents. So we are doing well on that investment as well. So if you all, are investing into H bar, with the community, congratulations. Keep on investing, keep doing you. And remember, this is not financial advice. This is just stuff that I'm doing that I'm sharing with you all for fun on YouTube and on social media because I really just love what I do, right? So we've seen H bar do that breakout. Now, the biggest thing that we got to see is H bar break above these last highs. We need H bar to really break above 40 cents. And after that, we're really headed to its last all-time high of like 50 something cent, right? I believe. So we're looking really good. Now I'm going to play a quick video from Scott Melker and Mark W. Yusko. Okay. And yeah, this was a very, and this is the podcast called The Wolf of All Streets. Pay attention, family. This one right here was pretty interesting.
What Trump is doing through this entity that he owns, he, and it's really his son, but because I don't think Donald really understands this stuff, is buying a bunch of crypto, Bitcoin and Hedera and XRP.
A bunch of things that might be approved for ETFs next year.
Shocking how that worked.
So Trump is buying, Trump is buying, right? Chainlink, XRP, Hedera, and I guess he ain't even telling us now. I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you if this is true or not. But hey, look at this right here. Sean posted it. Who is Sean? Well, let's look at who Sean is. He's a member of the World Economic Forum, Digital Euro, right? Look at this man. Look at this right here, y'all. Board member of Oracle, right? Harvard is in his bio, right? So this guy right here, Sean, okay, is absolutely crushing it. And he posted this right here and he said it as well. So these are more confirmations for me from people that's sitting in higher positions than us that is confirming things. All right. Now, if you haven't heard, here's the latest, biggest news right here. Okay. Breaking. HBAR Foundation Board of Directors, Brian Brooks, joins MicroStrategy's board. This is extremely big, y'all. Brian Brooks was the former acting comptroller of the currency under the Trump administration. Remember, Brian Brooks was potentially going to go to be the SEC chairman. He did not get chosen by Donald Trump for that particular position. And look who actually picked him up, right? So now Brian Brooks will be sitting on the board at MicroStrategy, overseeing their quantum computing, Bitcoin quantum computing, right? We know that Bitcoin, they're trying to save Bitcoin, they're trying to give Bitcoin as much life. And quite frankly, I mean, I don't want to see Bitcoin go down. Nobody wants to see Bitcoin go down. You know, we technically only want to see Bitcoin go up, right? It's very important for Bitcoin to continue to go up for the overall ecosystem of cryptocurrency in the wealth. So it's just really bullish that now Brian Brooks will sit over and oversee their quantum user experience, right? Basically with MicroStrategy. So will MicroStrategy now, the question is, will MicroStrategy, right, now be using Hedera, working with Hedera to make it safer, using those rails, right? I'm telling you right now, this is extremely bullish information. We know how crazy MicroStrategy has done. And with MicroStrategy and Hedera now being in the same building, imagine if MicroStrategy comes on as a governing council member for Hedera. Imagine how bullish that will be for the world of investing, right? Remember, y'all, MicroStrategy is owned by who? By Michael Saylor. And hold on. I'm gonna let Zatrick tell y'all real quick. Zatrick, what did we say? What did we say? Because I said it here first, brother, and you sent me the clip. I think you took it, and TJ as well. But what did we say, bro? What did we say, bro, about him?
You said Michael Saylor is gonna give us an apology.
Yep, he's gonna give us an apology. You know,
Yes,
for talking
sir.
about XRP and HBAR. Well, guess what?
It looks like he's about to get an apology.
Feel me? Sounds like an apology is brewing. And I told
It's
y'all,
on the way, bro.
told you the apology is on the way. All right. Appreciate you, bro. Now, let's talk about it. So with Brian Brooks now joining the MicroStrategy board, okay, and now we have a governing council of like, I think it's 32 members right now or something like that. I think we have 32 members for it. Yep, 32. So we got 32 members, right? And if you didn't know, this is why we're so bullish on Hedera, right? Because we have companies like the Australian Payments Plus system, Avery Dennison, Boeing, right? Chainlink Labs, Dell, okay? T-Mobile, okay? IBM, Google, right? LG, Ubisoft, which is for gaming, ServiceNow, right? Which is with I believe ServiceNow, right? And so many other world-class companies. And then when you scroll down right here, these are a lot of the companies that are building real world asset tokenization companies, right? From Diamond Standard to Red Swan with their commercial real estate tokenization, you know, to Drop right here. Drop is a huge company. If you all don't know who Drop is the company that actually is connecting Hedera to this new Federal Reserve faster payment system that they're rolling out in 2025, right? It's called Fed Now. So Drop is one of the service highlighted partners of Fed Now. Okay, if you didn't know, let's just drop in the search menu so I can just show you all real quick exactly what Drop is, you know. But Drop is fundamentally changing digital commerce with the world's first affordable micropayment platform that is democratizing online transactions. So now people in e-commerce, they're going to allow e-commerce to start being able to utilize the Hedera network to also be able to process micro payments, right? Micropayments is extremely important, right? Today's digital payment system with their high fees, clumsy user experience, and limited access are failing to meet the needs of modern consumers and merchants. Drop is overcoming these hurdles by deploying a user-friendly and accessible micropayments infrastructure, leveraging DLT and Web3 tech. Okay, so that's exactly what Drop is. in a nutshell. So I would tell you all to go and make sure you do your research. But they are a highlighted partner with the Federal Reserve, which means that Hedera Hashgraph is working with the Federal Reserve. But before we go any further, I want to make sure that we look at one company and one company very closely. And that company today is going to be IBM. Okay, I pulled up some documents. I pulled up some articles, okay, from IBM that further solidifies their partnership with Hedera and kind of what they're doing because remember, IBM is really, really big on quantum computing, right? IBM is extremely important when it comes to quantum computing. Well, let's go ahead and dive in. So in March 24th of 2021, IBM dropped this article right here, creating a more interoperable blockchain future, right? They even use the word interoperable, right? Now, let's see here. Since IBM entered the enterprise blockchain space in 2015, right here, y'all, I'm right here, we've proudly worked to design our offerings to lead in both flexibility and security. IBM is continuously looking to improve the quality of options available to each of our customers in their approach to blockchain. There is no one size fits all model. They're letting you know now, there's not going to be one blockchain that's going to win above all. Blockchain has and always will be a team sport, and no company, not even IBM, can do it all themselves. Innovation is inevitable. And if our bets on blockchain were correct, innovation will come from everywhere. Now look at this right here, y'all. The importance of the ecosystem is what led us to join the Hedera Governing Council for Hedera Hashgraph back in 2019, y'all. And this is a 2021 article, right? Since we began our relationship with Hedera, they have done nothing but deliver valuable innovations that support and enhance capabilities within the enterprise blockchain space. We are thrilled with this tech preview to take another step forward in our relationship, right? If y'all didn't know, look at this right here, y'all. Everything's connected. I need y'all to look at this. Okay, look at this. The innovator of sliced bread didn't invent slicing, nor did they invent bread. Our tech preview is more of a use case on the importance and value of public consensus derived from the use of Hedera Consensus Service, working on top of the IBM blockchain platform built on top of Hyperledger Fabric for permission transaction processing. You all should know who Hyperledger is, right? So for example, Standard Bank, look at this right here, y'all. Governing council member of Hedera, Standard Bank. They're on the list, right? Okay, cool. Well, they're mentioned here. Standard Bank is looking at this public-private hybrid approach to ensure that all the banks, listen, y'all, all the banks in South Africa can participate in digital currencies with the additional benefit of giving regulators immutable proof of the data they require to ensure regulatory compliance while protecting user privacy. Okay, this is what the head of blockchain said at Standard Bank. We have 4 blockchains in production at the moment, right? Private permission blockchains on the IBM blockchain platform. Look at that right there, y'all. And the IBM blockchain platform is what? A part of Hedera, right? And you know, when I look at what a public-private hybrid really allows for, it's a use case that's about auditability, network growth and participation in a lot of respects. Okay, so shout out to Hedera Hashgraph. Okay, shout out to Hedera Hashgraph for really being out here and absolutely crushing the game, and not taking no no POWs, no prisoners of war. Now, I want to show y'all something else. Now I went to, I dug deep into IBM with blockchain. I was just doing research on this. Blockchain newsletter for February. Sustainability, COVID-19, crypto, and digital events. This is from 2021 as well. Okay. Okay. So let's see. I'm trying to find where I where I saw this at. Let's talk about blockchain, right? That's the most important thing. It's just like this company has so many articles. That's basically what I was trying to show y'all. Is a company has so many articles and information. But here's what got me. Read this, y'all. Technology companies of all sizes are stepping up with solutions for tracking vaccine doses as they move through the supply chain, including IBM. We've made available an open platform for vaccine delivery. IoT and blockchain work hand in hand in assuring safe delivery of validated vaccines. Two hospitals in England, right, have tracking underway using an Hedera-based platform. Y'all see that right there? Using a Hedera-based platform. With vaccine distribution underway, travel passports like IBM Digital Health Pass may be in our future. So let's go and take a look at this this company. This is from January 19, 2021 as well on Reuters. British hospitals use blockchain to track COVID-19 vaccines. So this has been happening, right? This has been happening. And just like that, I wanted y'all to just see this right here, okay? The tech will bolster record keeping and data sharing across supply chains, said everywhere, which monitors vaccines and other treatments for Britain's National Health Service and Texas-based Ledger Hedera, owned. Look at this, y'all. This would trip me out on Reuters. I don't know if they knew what they were talking about, but this kind of got me right here. Read this. It says Texas-based Ledger Hedera, owned by firms including Google and IBM. In a statement, they said owned by firms. So are they already owned? Is it something that we don't know? Do these big companies actually own it? Are they bigger? Is it bigger than just you see where I'm going with this, y'all? Is this deeper than just a governing council? Is it deeper than a governing council? Now, I wanted to show y'all something. All right. IBM has this software right here, right? So it's called Watson. Okay. This is enterprise AI. Y'all remember this, right? Enterprise AI. This is something else I found too. Y'all know I be all over the place. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to show y'all right now. We're gonna get right back into what I was just talking about. Okay. But enterprise AI, Watson. Now, watch this right here. Hold on, I'm drawing a blank on what I was trying to actually pull up. um, uh, hold on 1 second. Here we go. I think this might be it. Well, this is their what you call it, but yeah, we'll just go back real quick on their page because I can't even think. My mind is all over the place, y'all, but it's gonna be easy to find it right now. Just give me 2 seconds. Shoot. No. Hold on 1 second, y'all. There we go. Okay. So remember we were talking about, remember this right here with NVIDIA and Intel and this Equity Lab company? Okay, I did a little deep diving and I don't know if I organized it properly to be able to actually be of assistance as much as in showing this information. Okay, but pay attention. Let me see if I can find it. Well, what I found out was this, y'all, because this is going to be a little bit harder for me to find. But basically what I was trying to show y'all was that this company, Watson X, when it comes to this partnership between Intel and NVIDIA, Watson X actually is the AI a part of this whole AI platform. So I just trying to show you all. I couldn't show you the actual documentation, but I read somewhere that Watson X even is a part of that whole NVIDIA thing, which is crazy within itself. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. But anyway, y'all, look, I don't know what else to say. It's so much content to share, you know, it's so much, but it is Christmas Eve. And you know, I don't want to be here too long. I do appreciate y'all for taking the time to be on today's episode. You know, I think today was enough. These were just some updates to Hedera, to the ecosystem, some updates and everything. And I just want to make sure I spent some time with y'all before Christmas, before we, you know, make sure we stay consistent. So I do appreciate y'all. I will open this up for anybody to, you know, raise their hand, and feel free. You can share whatever it is you want to share today. You know, any energy that you want to share, feel free to, you know, raise your hand, and I will definitely call on you. But I do appreciate everybody for taking the time to be here today, for sure, for sure. And if I don't get any hands, which is okay, I am going to actually call this meeting adjourned, and I'm just going to say have a very Merry Christmas, and I will see y'all well before the new year. I can't, hey, listen, I'm gonna see y'all well before the new year, but Merry Christmas, and thank y'all so much. Have an amazing rest of your day, and enjoy your families tomorrow.